Hi guys, hope you're well. Isaiah 41 verse 13 says, "For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you." And isn't it amazing that we have a God who takes us by the hand and who's with us all the time? And I just want to share with you something that happened to me, my business, just a few weeks ago. It was a Saturday evening. It was quite busy. We had nearly a full house, quite a few takeaways, and around 7 o'clock I could smell something burning. So I went to the back, around the back. I looked at the electrics, looked at the fuse board, couldn't see anything, called a colleague over, couldn't see anything that was smoking or that was hot to the touch. And we had the back door open, so we were convinced it must be something from outside, one of the neighbours burning something. I didn't think much of it after that. But I was inside praying that it wasn't anything to do with our machinery or our electrics. The evening ended, we had a really good evening. Came back on Sunday, again opened the back door, could still smell that smell of burning plastic, burning rubber. And again, I couldn't see anything that was faulty at all in the restaurant. So again, I was just convinced it was outside. Had another busy day. Came back on Tuesday after our day off on Monday, and the smell had almost gone. I'd completely forgotten about it actually, and the smell wasn't there. But come the evening around 6 o'clock, the smell came back, and it was quite strong this time. We were convinced that it was my sister-in-law was making a milkshake, so we were convinced that it must have been the milkshake blender. So we took it away and brought out the spare one, but the smell was still there. But again, the back door was open, so I thought maybe it's just, again, it was once again it was the neighbours burning something. It was towards the end of the night. It was we had our last customers that were coming in just after 8 o'clock. We had a few takeaways. We had no other customers booked in. So there's 2 customers came in at 8 o'clock. There's 2 gentlemen, and we took their order, and we had 3 takeaway orders to do. And the second we took their order, we heard a bang, and the electrics just went off. So about 3/4 of our electrics just went off. There was a few lights left in the restaurant, so the customers were still there, but all our cooking equipment, fridges and freezers had all gone off. And I was really shocked, and I went to the fuse board thinking that something had blown. Couldn't see anything blown, couldn't see any fuses that had tripped. And one of the guys that was sitting there was no one else in the restaurant, just these 2 guys, and he said, "I'm an electrician, would you like me to have a look at it for you?" I said, "That's amazing, that would be great if you can, please." So he had a look to us for where our meter was, and he saw that there was 3 phases coming into the restaurant, and on the meter he showed 2, and he touched one, and he nearly burned his hand. It was so hot. So he said there was a short inside this fuse box. It was like a major fuse that was coming into the restaurant, and that's what's blown, and that's what's probably what's causing the smell as well. There's a smell of burning plastic and wire. He said, "Oh, it's a shame that I've come with my friend. I left my van at his place. Otherwise I could have fixed it for you." He says, "If you like, I'll go and get my van and come back and do it." I said, "Oh, that's amazing. If you could do that, that'd be brilliant, thanks." So thankfully we were able to finish cooking his food. The grills and the fries were still hot, so he cooked his food, he ate. And he said, "I'm going to call it in. I work for UK Power Networks. I'll call it in. A colleague of mine will come. He's coming from Borehamwood, and I'm going to go and get my van, and it's in Welwyn Garden City, and I'm going to come back." I said, "Are you sure that's okay?" He goes, yeah, I'll do it for you." So he finished his meal, and he even wanted to pay for his meal. I said, no, please, just if you're really helping me a lot. It's an amazing thing what you're doing. So he left. I sent everyone home. There was nothing else to do. I was sitting here by myself, and I'd waited about half an hour, and I thought, I hope it's not a bit of a con just to get a free meal. But 10 minutes later, a gentleman turned up, and he said that a friend of his had called him, and he wanted to sort out our electrics. And a couple of minutes after that, the gentleman that was eating in the restaurants came back as well with a UK Power Networks van. They went up there, they fixed the problem within about 15 minutes, they changed the fuse, changed all the wires coming in, and it was done. And I said, oh, that's so amazing, thank you so much. And I said, how much? He goes, oh no, it's completely free of charge. I said, oh, that's just why? He goes, oh, we'll just put it through the company, and also we're going to come back and change the other 2 phases that are coming into the restaurant, so you'll have a whole new fuses and wires coming into the restaurant, so you won't have this problem again. And I just thought it was so amazing that it started to burn and smoulder on a Saturday night when we were completely full, and nothing happened then. And then nothing. We had a busy Sunday, we had a busy Tuesday day, and God brought these 2 gentlemen in to eat. It was the last customers on a Tuesday evening to come, and one of them was an electrician and was able to fix it there and then. If it wasn't for God bringing those 2 guys in, I would have had to call and find an electrician late at night. Probably would have come till the following day or the day after that. We would have been closed for a couple of days, and I'm sure it would have, cost us a fortune. So just so amazing that God's timing, just to bring those 2 guys in on the last part of the evening on a Tuesday. So I just want to give all praise and thanks to God.